My experience was challenging, sometimes frustrating. It was a very rocky period of my life, and I'm glad I have finished successfully, and Alhamdulillah, we're here now. There were times where I felt like I wasn't wanted. There were times where I felt like I wasn't trusted. There were times I felt like I wasn't fit to be in the place. So, but that's life. I do understand that no matter what in life, you have to go through trials and challenges. But mine was a bit different, looking at the polity and and who I was. It was expected anyway. So, and you can't blame people for being human beings, being judgmental, being whatever it is that they chose to be. But I did what I could, and I didn't go back. Well, I wouldn't say deny, but then that is I wasn't properly employed the way people were made to understand. I had an appointment letter which was written by the Deputy Chief of Staff, not by the SGF. So I wasn't under government. I wasn't under salary. The agreement was that there will be a donor agency to pick up the tab, for whatever it is that I was put under. And at the end of the day, we didn't get that. So I did what I could. The position I was supposed to be in, or the department I was supposed to be in, wasn't where I ended up being. Initially, myself and the Vice President had a discussion on trader money, well, it wasn't trader money then when we discussed, and when I did the proposal, it was market, to help market women with loans. At first he thought, okay, maybe, but I said loans would be better. So, and I designed a proposal where we can monitor them for 6 months and they pay up, and we can get another set as well. So I had a proposal for a pilot of 100 women per local government, which is 774 local governments. And then I said, okay, maybe we can do it up to 1 million women so that, at least we can, pick. But at the end of the day, I was sent to another department, which was domestic and sexual violence, even though, ordinarily a human being and as a woman, it's supposed to be everybody's passion to see that nobody is being abused sexually or violated in any way. So I made my contributions, and we're here. I did, and he gave instructions that they see it through. But unfortunately, I didn't get that, and I used another medium to reach out to the president. I went to his chief of staff then, Abba Kyari, and he was the one that called my attention, that, this your letter, you need a proper letter. This is not a letter of employment per se, but, So, and my father said to me that it's not, I should just be there and do what I can and get it on my CV. So that was the most important part, and for me to make my contributions, and that was it. I'm an APC card carrying member, right? My father is an APC card carrying member. He never left APC. He just decided to step aside and create RAPC. So he's still there. He's still in the middle between APC and PDP, and we're waiting for him to fall out or come back. Well, we relate very well. We argue a lot, and he teases me a lot. I tease him a lot. I call him enemy of state. It's the whole idea is misleading, because I think that there's some people behind the whole idea, because number one, there was never a loan. It was just an LC that was opened, and the bank on their side, they defaulted based on some issues that they had, and they never really closed the case, and they waited till, at this time to, bring up this issue. But I think it's left for the courts to determine if it's right, or who is behind it, or whatever it is. The court will interpret it, and I think that's what we're waiting for. Well, the expectations of an ordinary Nigerian is very high, especially on this government, knowing that we gave them a lot of hope. We gave them a lot of expectations. We actually projected ourselves that we were the better deal, and we made them believe that we're different. And with all the challenges going on, I'm not really happy with the way some things are going, and I feel like the government needs to step up and communicate more. And no matter what, as a leader or as a governing party, they need to be more sincere with the people, communicate and actually address issues wholeheartedly. And I think that's very important. So then all the people in power, or people that are where they are, need to be checked. But regardless of whoever is there, whether APC or PDP, one thing I always advocate for is, as a country, we really need to address the system. Well, it depends. If they get their acts right, there's work to be done. We need to build trust with the people, and that trust can be built based on communication. There needs to be communication. There needs to be sincerity in purpose, and all those things need to be looked into. So if we do not do that, I'm afraid that it's a very thin. The prospect is very thin for me, as a person, as a Nigerian, not as an APC member, or just as a Nigerian and somebody that wants a better, Nigeria for myself and my children and people.